Hi, Welbies.
Hey there, birthday boy.
Oh, hey. Hey, Josh.
Hello,
Hey.
Mark.
Hey, have I called you Stork?
No, that's a new one.
How about, have I referred to you as Redwood or called you Redwood?
No, you haven't, and I'm trying to keep this friendly and call you to tell you happy birthday.
Okay, so I had another one, but I'm pretty sure I've used this. Have I called you Long Turd or Long Turd, Short Turd, possible alternate?
You just shut it off for 3 seconds and let me say happy birthday. All you have to say is thank you very much, Josh.
Hey, Long Turd, have I ever called you Moose?
Yeah.
Long Turd? That's funny.
The unburied dead, the unburied dead are coming back to life, are coming back to life.
My name's Mark Worman.
I'm Daren Kirkpatrick.
And we get paid to bring dead cars back to life. We work with my best friend Royal and my son-in-law Josh. We search far and wide to find how a car was built, where it spent its life, and how it died. After that, we bring it back to look exactly the way it did on the day it was born. If we don't kill each other.
Just shut your mouth before I actually punch you out.
Can I leave a handprint on your face?
Things are going all right at Graveyard Carz right now. It's not exactly the most productive we've ever been. I'm excited that Josh and I were able to kind of mend our ways and get an understanding as to why he had left. He assures me he didn't leave. He's just out making some extra money and still available for me if I need him. Got another car in here recently. The Cooks brought out the 1970 Plymouth Barracuda convertible, so it's exciting that we got another car to work on, but we already have quite a few of them in the shop. I brought in a bunch of pods, cabinets, and I think now we can dedicate one pod per car. That should help me in the organization so I'm not out back chasing parts all day long. So I'm hoping this is a much more productive week. The owner of this car, Chris, he plans on actually driving this car. So certain little things, like originally they used a rubber bushing, just a regular rubber bushing for the sway bars. He's having us use these polygraphites that he bought. They're the exact same footprint. They look a little different. They're a lot stiffer. And so it won't have as much play and roll in the corners when he goes into it. Just tightens the suspension up. So it's his car. If he wants to put them on there, we'll put them on there. I just got all the front end pieces detailed for the 70 AAR CUDA. So today we're gonna put them together, assemble the K-member on the K-member stand, and be able to cover that up and move to the rear suspension.
Today we're going to assemble the front suspension of the 70 AAR CUDA. Should go well. Last one we put together went great, so this one should be just the same. The parts are all laid out, detailed. I had a hard week detailing them all out, and it's gonna go well. Is he really missing and not supposed to be?
He's supposed to be here at 9:30.
You haven't talked
He's
to
supposed to be here at 8:30 for breakfast. He sent me a text a little while ago when I told him to get his ass down here.
Josh isn't here yet today. I don't know where Josh is today.
Josh is dead to me.
Is Josh missing? Josh is not here? I didn't even know he wasn't here.
I get a text trying to put Emma down.
Put her, like,
I don't understand.
like, put her down like
Yeah,
this.
like murder her, right.
No,
Sound
for a
right?
nap.
What'd you mean?
Put her down.
What'd you mean?
Put her to sleep.
Yeah.
We need the lower control arms. The lower control arm shafts. Have we seen the lower control arm shafts?
Nope.
The lower control arm shaft goes into the actual lower control arm, and it's suspended by a rubber and steel bushing, and that's what allows the lower control arm to move in conjunction with the upper control arm, so they can go up and down like that. These parts need to have those bushings replaced in them, usually within 20 or 30,000 miles back in the day. Darren, go out and look. Maybe they're in the glass bead cabinet. Doug had everything I thought done, but go look and see if they're in the glass bead cabinet.
Well, I know I always have to be the one who finds everything.
Oh, well, there they are right there.
Oh, there's a horn.
Not the
There's the
brightest-
horn.
Not the brightest bulb on the string. Well, they were hidden.
Is that what they mean by hiding in plain sight?
Should we tell Daren or just let him stay out there?
No, we'll just let him look.
Yeah, I've been trying lately to be a little bit easier to get along with. Maybe not that guy that's constantly picking on people and pushing them. It is part of my character, and I know that some people say it's a flaw. I don't think it's necessarily a flaw. I think I'm just ahead of the curve. I'm trying to be easier to get along with and not wind people up.
Sure don't see the shafts anywhere. I guess Josh's boyfriend's alarm didn't go off this morning or something. I don't know where he's at.
Unfortunately, you know, old habits, they die hard. And I still enjoy torturing people.
No luck, Mark.
No?
That's childish.
No luck. Finding out shafts.
What? They're in the control arms, you idiot. Here.
Why is Mark gonna treat us like that? He found the part. He could have come out and told me instead of me out there wasting a lot more time.
Oh, who's got this nut on there?
Not
This
me.
looks like something Daren would do.
Why?
Well, Cousin Dougie, thank you for asking. Because we use the original Tri-Castle nuts or duplicates of the original Tri-Castle nuts.
They make duplicates?
Which I have no idea. Yeah, they make them.
Mark throws a fit when he sees these aftermarket nuts put on the table. He wants the originals like this. So when Josh and Royal always put the wrong ones on like this, I come along and put the right ones on like this.
You don't put anything on. You're the one that put the wrong one on there in the first place. And if you're gonna tell them why you're doing it, at least tell them what that's called.
It's an acorn nut.
It's an acorn nut off.
Castle nut.
Holy cow, somebody go
Castle
get
nut.
it.
It's a castle nut.
Go get some lug nuts. We need
It's
some.
a castle nut.
It's a Tri-Castle nut.
Castle nut.
Tell everybody about the fast ratio I learned.
I don't know much about them really.
They're shorter.
Well, you
This is
sure
not an
brag a
idler.
lot
This is
about
not
it.
an idler though.
Oh, no, they're
This
longer.
is the Pittman arm.
Hey. Tell everybody about the fast ratio Pittman arm, Daren.
Well, I don't really know much about it. They just come on the AAR Kudas.
Just like the diapers. Full of crap and all over my behind.
You still wear diapers?
Depends.
It's time that I start having a little fun myself.
And as I look back in the woods, I see two Superbird wings.
I just, you know, he said Doug had everything, and I don't know.
You know what?
I'm sure you had
Blame
everything.
Everything on little Dougie, can he?
Look, these are all parts for the AAR CUDA. And so we came here to search for the bolts and whatnot that are missing there.
Blame it on Josh, since Josh isn't here, okay?
There you go.
Is
Okay.
he really supposed to have been here? And he's really doesn't.
Yeah.
Nobody knows what's happening with
He
him.
was supposed to have been here.
Maybe he's got troubles. He's in hurt or something. Mark doesn't even care, you know.
He's in what?
He could be hurt, you know.
Looks like they don't have the other Tri-Castle nut, so I'll go out and pull one off of another car. Off to the graveyard. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Aha. There it is right there. This is a lot easier than crawling around under a car. I don't know if I'm supposed to take it off this one, but I'm going to.
Just because the Daytona front suspension is 10 feet out the door before you hit the rain doesn't mean it's available to take parts off of. Next year, when we're putting the front suspension together, that Tri-Castle nut's gonna be gone. And I'm gonna be looking for chrome dome. You guys were working over there, weren't you?
No, I went off to find those castle nuts, which I got.
For these here.
Yeah, you got that in your hand?
Yeah, we need to have everything kind of in place to suck it down now. Just as things are starting to go really well and we're making some ground up on the front suspension, guess who shows up? Long term.
This goes like this, right?
Yep.
Hi, Josh.
What's up, Royal?
Josh, I have a question for you, buddy.
Yes, sir, Marky Mark.
Why are you as late as you are? You're 4 hours late to work.
Want the
Has
truth
that
or a
bullshit.
lie?
Really? Well, why?
Well,
would
I expect a lie out of you. I still think long turd's fine. Long turd, short turd was the original. That's so funny.
So I am not allowed to have a day. I mean,
No,
I
you're not.
understand. I can take responsibility for my actions. I do. I'm 4 hours late. I understand.
Who are
I'm
you
sorry.
talking about?
Well, then it's our fault if you're late, not yours.
Oh, so I'm saying
talking
that.
about this
I'm
lucky-
insinuating that it's all your fault.
I'm lucky that he's late.
Yeah, you're lucky to have him, buddy.
Thank you, Daren. Mark needs to understand that my family comes first. Lo and behold, Daren seems to be the only person that does understand.
I gotta go.
You're not going anywhere, fool.
I was talking to Josh.
I don't care who you're
I
talking
had
to.
an
You're not
appointment I
going
made the other
anywhere.
day. I got someone.
Don't make appointments when we have to work to do, okay?
I made the appointment before today come along. It's more important than this, all right?
So, don't go.
I got things I gotta do too.
Bye, Darren.
Bunch of-
This is my life.
Darren seemed to have an appointment he had to be to, so he left.
What we're trying to do is put the front suspension together for the AAR, and I'm dealing with a bunch of idiots. Josh showed up 4 hours late. Daren doesn't inform me of anything and he just now takes off. I still need to get the front end built out so we can get it covered up and move the rear end in, because in about 2 weeks we're gonna be ready for all that stuff to go in the AAR. It's not making my day any better.
Oh, hi, Holly. There you are.
Hi. Hey.
I thought you had an office.
I do have an office, but Mark is having construction done on it this week, and so I'm here doing my research. I happened to look on Facebook and realized that it's Mark's 50th birthday today. I was wondering what you thought. Like, shouldn't we do something?
Mark hates surprises. Yeah, sounds like a great idea. Spin the bottle, and the tail on a donkey. I mean, what do you want to do?
Well, I was thinking like cake, balloons. Do you have any ideas? Thought I would check to see if Daren had any ideas about how we should celebrate, because I definitely think that we should throw a party. I don't know, should it be a surprise?
I think it should be a surprise. He loves surprises.
Okay. Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay. What kind of music does Mark like? I have some friends that have a ZZ Top
Well, I think maybe
cover
Lawrence
band.
Welk.
Lawrence Welk.
Yeah. Well, I think Lawrence Welk is dead, though, but yeah.
So,
Perhaps some rock and
Cut.
rolls. Some more rock and roll from the 70s.
okay. All right, so what about the cake? Do you know what his favorite cake is?
Probably devil's food.
All right. For real?
Pardon? I don't know what you said.
For real?
I said thrilled, yeah. Yeah.
So Daren thought it was a great idea, said that we should get cake, balloons, do the band thing if at all possible, and I think it's gonna be really fun.
So I'll get the cake and the balloons, and how about you contact the band, and we'll go from there.
Okay, well, get me that contact list of like kind of Mark's friends
Sure.
and do the balloons.
Okay.
But make sure you're not like it's a surprise, so don't tell Mark.
All right. Well,
Okay.
you like surprises. All right. Thank you. Good idea.
Yeah, thanks for your help. I'm really excited. This is gonna be a lot of fun.
Mark is going to hate this birthday party.
So why
where's the
would
sockets?
why would you hang up on me when I'm trying to say happy birthday to you?
Don't be a damn fool. You know I don't like that shit.
God,
you don't
is
wanna
there
hang those up
any
so you
heart
There is no.
within all of that grease, that
You got
flub,
that socket.
that
Yeah, I think.
that,
These
is
can
there
go
a heart
ahead.
in there?
No, don't do that to me. Tighten them up.
You set the car down on there and you're gonna rip the rubbers out right out of
Do
them.
you have a heart?
What the? Dude. How is that gonna happen? I thought they were designed to rotate.
They're designed to flex, they're not designed to rotate.
Oh my God. Hang on.
knew that,
Just go
right?
ahead and tighten that down.
Where's your heart, Mark?
Information? I need Walter P. Chrysler's address.
Dude, it's
He's
common
dead.
knowledge.
What about his great grandkids? Well, I always thought that lower control arm bushing was supposed to rotate in the lower control arm, but I guess it doesn't, and it was kind of upsetting to me.
No,
Royal.
those are-
Do you have a heart? Do you have a heart?
You know what the first problem is? If anybody really gave a fly,
When you get older, you're supposed to get
nobody
wiser,
cares
but-
about a birthday, okay? I mean, after the age of about 9, nobody cares. I realize that you're still emotionally at 9. I think the B in birthday is for bull. It's certainly not for birthday. I don't know if that makes any sense. What?
You know what? Happy 50 years of existence, and I mean that from right here.
If you meant that, you would have been here at 8:30 like you were supposed
Oh,
to.
here we go. Guilt trip! Guilt trip, everybody! Josh Rose won
Yeah.
a first-class ticket on the guilt trip.
That's the problem right there. They say it's happy birthday, but they ain't happy. It's just something that rolls out of their face. Okay? They think they should say happy birthday. But the fact is, if he wanted me to have a happy birthday, he'd have been here 4 hours ago helping put the front suspension together. I need to get the front suspension put together. That's my job. That's all I care about. Anything else doesn't matter to me. Josh, why don't you put the 2 lower bumper stops on? This one and this one. I want to get this thing clocked so we can get the pitman arm on it. Is that thing sort of straight or not even close?
No, they're not.
Back those jam nuts off. There we go. Let's clock this mother. So basically, when I use the term clocking, what I'm talking about is a steering gear turns all the way one direction, as we all know, and all the way the other direction. 1, 2, 3. You clock it by counting the number of turns lock to lock and then putting it dead in the middle. That's where your pitman arm goes on. That's where your steering wheel will be straight. I'm thinking that that's the right clock on that right there. If this were standing upright like that, if that was pointing sort of straight, point that spindle sort of straight. That's reasonably straight, and that's got to be the clock right there. Okay. We're just tightening down the last few bolts on the front suspension. Overall, it went fairly well. Took a little longer than I'd hoped, but at least the front suspension for the AAR CUDA is now done. We'll throw a cover on it, move the rear axle up in the line, and start working on it. Josh is no help at all either these days. His brain isn't kind of into it, so he's not helping a lot. But sometimes if you just need like a monkey to go get a screw or a nut or a bolt, he's good for that. And that saves me my precious time walking out and doing it.
Mark gets us all wound up sometimes. It seems to be his job.
I have no idea what Daren's doing, but I guarantee you I will hate
I
it.
think he's just setting Holly up.
The guy that owned the car was a lunatic who would sick his dog on you.
Thanks, buddy.
I have no idea what Daren's doing, don't care, but I guarantee you I will hate it. That's what he does.
Hey, Josh.
What's up, Holly?
Nothing much. What's going on with you?
Just doing some organizing. Trying to get this stuff cleaned up for Mark. What's going on?
Okay, so Daren and I are planning a birthday party for Mark for his 50th.
Well, let me be the first person to tell you Mark hates surprises. He hates them.
What?
Yeah, he is not a human. He's not a human being. He's not. He hates surprises.
That's so weird. Daren just told me that he loves surprises. He was like, it's over, like if he said that it would be over the top, Mark would be so excited. After talking to Josh and after thinking about it, I realized that Daren is just playing one of his games, and I can't believe that I fell for it.
First off, don't listen to Daren anymore. You know what? Let's just let Daren think that we're gonna let this party happen. And you and I, we'll think of something else because honestly, Mark hates parties.
Okay.
And I don't want you to get in trouble for this because he's really gonna go off on somebody.
Okay. Josh and I will come up with something really good for Mark's birthday that I can be excited about and not involve Daren, kind of twist it a little bit so that it turns back on him.
Yeah, you and I will pull our resources together, we'll figure something out and let Daren think in his rotten little mind that this party's gonna happen and that you're gonna take the fall for it. So yeah, just let him think that, you and I will figure something else out and we'll go from there.
Okay. Damn
He wants you to get in trouble.
it. Okay.
So I'll let you know something and yeah, we'll go from there.
Okay, and I'll think too. All right, thanks, Josh.
You're welcome, we'll see you later.
Bye. It seems like Daren is the only one that's having fun playing these games. That it's time that I start having a little fun myself.
Right there.
There's a bucket there.
Yeah.
This.
Yeah, that's what
Oh,
we did.
okay.
buddy.
So Mark has us disassembling the rear end assembly of the AAR CUDA. I cannot stand Mark today. He's really starting to get underneath my skin. I mean, I might seem happy about it, but I don't know. I'm just kind of letting him get to me.
Guys, why don't you guys act responsible today a little bit? What?
No.
I'm fine with that, dude.
Yeah,
I'm fine
right.
with that, you apex-headed son of a all coming up to a peak like that. And that Pee Wee Herman used to have hair like that. Don't be loud, because nobody likes that either. Irresponsible. Stop.
Hey, Mark, what do you want, really?
Royal, why don't you take the leaf springs off? I still would like to get the numbers checked on the bottom of the bird like we were talking about. One of the things I promised to do a while back when the car first showed up was document all of the numbers on the Superbird. I haven't had an opportunity to do that, so I'm going to take some time and do it today.
We need to get the VIN off this car. You want to lower it down and read it to me? Lower the rascal down.
How about I just hop up there and do it?
How about I throw you up there and you do it? Anyway, I need the VIN. Put it up or put it down. Do something.
Okay, Daren. Do it your way.
It can be easier to lower it, but okay.
Documentation is vital when it comes to a car that could be worth 6 figures or more. The Superbird and the Daytona, very rare cars, very expensive cars. You have to make sure that the numbers match and that they are thoroughbreds.
Maybe
Okay, ready?
Mistaking it, right? Okay.
Ralph, Martha.
Slow down. Excuse me, I'm sorry. Start over. You be nice though, okay?
Ralph, Martha, 23, you. as in ultimate.
Okay.
O as in Ohio.
Okay.
I mean A.
Josh.
Alpha 178-759.
Let me read them back to you, okay?
Okay.
You know, if the numbers don't match on the car, we may just have a glorified parts car. That's why we're going to double check the numbers.
In some cases, the new hardware, the old hardware is good. It just depends completely on the kits. Boy, I've gotten some kits that are so far off. It's not even funny. Dumb and Dumb or what?
How long are you going to milk this job?
We just started taking it apart.
Started a long time ago.
All I want to know is if you're done.
Yeah, I got the VIN to the Superbird right here. Double check the class.
Okay. I want to go over that Superbird with you guys. I want to show you the bottom of it.
You want to strap a couple lights?
Because I caught you the other day doing your routine where you act like you knew something and you didn't. Because you always think, yeah, you're telling somebody about numbers matching, and there's a lot more to numbers matching than a motor and a transmission, okay? That's basic numbers matchings. Then why did you tell them that's all that matters?
I was wrong.
What do you think matters in numbers matching? Do you know?
I think we should just
You don't see those
This
ones
is
very
crazy.
often.
look.
Huh?
I think we should just go in.
So you don't know what numbers
You need to
matching
clean
is.
your ears
You
out.
need to get off my back.
Take it now,
He's
please.
taking half an hour to take a drum
That
apart.
is slow.
I want to go on this. There's basic numbers matching on these cars, which means the motor and the transmission match the VIN number that's on the dash. They usually match the door and the title. 173759. There's also 1,000-point show cars where not only do all those things match, but you have a broadcast sheet to support it. And everything from the rear bumper to the front bumper, if it's date coded or part number, is correct for that car.
So the VIN number that he wrote down here is
And then look at
0A178759.
That's what I'm saying. It's all numbers. Look at the rear axle.
But the ones down here have a 173759.
Go get the brake clean and the rag. What are you talking about? So he says nothing matches. So who wrote the VIN down?
I did.
Darren.
You wrote it?
Yeah.
Who got it? You?
I did.
I had to repeat it back to me twice.
You've got RM23UOA 178759.
That's what he
But
told
the
me.
VIN's 173759. Is there any chance that 8 is a 3?
Dude, I'm not stupid, okay?
Well,
Like,
you
I
are-
hopped up there and I looked at it.
Well, I wouldn't have
I
wrote
did what
an
I was
8 if he
supposed
said
to
a
do.
3, so he said a 8.
Are you sure?
He did. He
Yeah, I'm positive. I read it the way that I seen it.
I'm going to trust that. Okay, because we've all checked these, and you checked that, right?
Right.
Okay. This is like in A Few Good Men. You give an order, you follow the order, you don't question it. That's the number? That's the number.
Absolutely.
Okay. Hey, Mike, this is Mark out at Graveyard
Really?
Cars. I am just calling to touch bases with you on the bird.
AR
Can you guys shut? Shh.
Exactly.
Sorry. Everybody's kind of excited. We're looking at a lot of stuff on the car. Anyway, if you could give me a call, I shouldn't have to double check my guys. If they tell me something, I should be able to run with that. That's exactly why I immediately picked up the phone when I found out that there was a little bit of a variance in the VIN, which is a cool thing, and called my customer, Mike, to let him know. Look forward to talking to you. Bye. We just got through checking all the numbers on the 70 Superbird, the motor VIN number, the transmission VIN number, dash VIN number to make sure that those all matched. What happened on this one, even the manufacturer just shows that there were human beings working on the cars as well as the machine that made the dash VIN. They took the 3, it looked like an 8, or the 8 looked like a 3, one way or the other, and it ended up being the identical VIN number except 1 digit off. I will, just for safety's sake, take a look through the NASCAR registry and make sure that both of those cars don't exist, because then it could be really weird, but it's kind of fun and cool.
Hi, good afternoon, Welbies. So I'm just sitting here relaxing. I've got some downtime, and I get a phone call from Mike Hill, which he's the owner of the Superbird outside that we have. Oh, hey, Mike, how are ya? I don't exactly know why he's calling, but I guess Mark tried giving him a call earlier today. You know, he actually took off. He had some errands to run. Is there anything I can help you out with at the moment? It actually just dawned on me that I think this would be a perfect opportunity for Holly to start dipping her toes into some new research. Yeah, absolutely. But actually, Mike, one more thing before I let you go. We just hired a new research assistant, and I kind of want to have her pick your brain a little bit on your Superbird. I think this would actually be a really good study session for her. And I think it'd be a really good opportunity for her to kind of impress Mark due to the fact that it's his birthday. All right, Michael, it was a pleasure to meet you. All right, I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye. I feel really bad, you know, about what I did to her as far as the AAR went and kind of just putting her out on the spot. So Daren's up to no good, and I think this will be a perfect opportunity for Daren to hang himself. So yeah, it's going to be good. Hey, Holly, how are you?
That's not right. Here we go. I suspect in about 6 months you'll probably see a new Mark Worman.
Are you okay?
You're exhausting.
Well, you're annoying. You're an annoying
It is.
creature.
It is annoying.
Hey, there's
isn't it?
Holly. Hi,
Holly's
Holly.
here. Good, yeah. Holly.
All right, so some stuff.
We're gonna have a birthday party for Mark. We're getting ready to do some decorating. It's gonna be a great time.
I know that Daren's playing the game with me, and I think that I'm playing the game with him right now because he needs a little taste of his own medicine. Okay, so here's a banner.
Mark loves parties. I don't think Mark's gonna like the decorations and all. He doesn't like parties. He doesn't like get-togethers. He doesn't like people.
They're wrong that I hate people. I just don't like freaks.
So I don't know if you noticed, but the colors of
That
the
you do it on
streamers
its own?
match the cars that Mark's working on. I hope he notices.
I hope so, too.
Mark says he's not real big on birthday parties, but you know, he'll appreciate the thought. He might not show it right off the bat. Daren is playing the game with Holly. Daren knows how Mark feels about birthdays. You know, he's not really excited about it, but I think he's just setting Holly up.
Funny, he has to.
Quick, who am I?
Okay,
First, he has to get Mark Worman.
you guys, come on, we don't have very much time.
Oh, you want some tape?
Hey, Daren.
Inside, please. Don't look at me like that.
I don't know if that was Mark or not, but I don't want him to walk in here and lose.
Go out, make sure, keep him out there for a little bit.
Okay. Daren, please keep it down before I come back in and I show you judo chop.
Why are you here?
What's up, man? I just got off work and thought I'd come see what's going on.
Did you get my car washed? Been asking for like 3 days every night you come over and you keep saying you're gonna do it.
Well, it's good to see you too, Mark. I'm
Okay,
working on
come
a
here.
Sunday.
Don't be a fool. Try to learn something, buddy. So I came in today. It's Sunday, and that's usually one of the days I can get a lot of work done, especially like paperwork and plus dot some of my I's and cross some of my T's. One of the things I did is I brought in my my NASCAR race program. It's got all 1,920 of the Superbirds in here. It's got all the original VINs, when they were made, when they were shipped, and their destination. On our Superbird, with that one digit being off, which one's registered in here, as well as what does that mean to the fender tag. I went home and I got the fender tag out of the safe. This is interesting that you're here. 173759, 173759, that's the fender tag. So it looks like the only mistake was on the dash. So what I want to do is I want to see how they have it registered in here. So your eyes are better than mine. Maybe you can help me find it real quick. But we're looking for either 178759 or 173759. You just shout out if you see it.
Good job, Holly. I'm glad you thought of this. That was
What?
Mark's 50th party. He's gonna love it.
I thought you were the one that said that you wanted to throw a party for him.
No, it was your idea.
I don't think
You
it was
take
all
the
my
credit,
idea.
it's your idea.
But you had a huge part in it. You were like, yeah, he loves birthdays. Okay.
Are you okay? Did you get to the hospital or to the doctor? Did your temperature or anything?
You're
I don't think you're
exhausting.
all right. I think you've got some problems.
He is really exhausted.
One.
Sorry, I didn't mean to scratch you.
Okay, 173759. If there's no 178759 in this registry, and it doesn't look like there is, it's going to be a human error. It's either going to be something that happened at the factory 40-some years ago, or it's going to be something that happened here in the last 24 hours. You guys wrote down 178759. That's not right. The dash VIN is 173. I'm sure I'm seeing. Yes, 173759. Here we go. It's either Josh or it's Daren. One of those two guys made the mistake. Neither one will probably step up to it, but it definitely wasn't a mistake at the factory. The numbers are all right on the car. It's something that happened here. So what you're saying is it's Daren's fault he wrote it down wrong.
Yes.
You
Hell,
guarantee?
dude, he's here. Let's go talk to him.
Let's go talk to him.
Let's go talk
Let's
to him.
go talk to him.
Hang on,
Go talk
dude.
to him right now.
All right, hang on. Let me show you something over here. Hang on. Come here. Just
What?
let that go for just a second.
I'm
Hang
not
on.
letting anything go.
Well, hang on. I just wanted to show you something.
I don't care who
Darren's
did it.
not
That's the
here.
point. I don't care who did it.
Darren's not here.
I
Actually,
don't
just hang on.
care who did it, but I would like to know who did it, who I can never trust again.
Wow, it's seriously that big of a deal?
No, it's not. I just want to know who I can't trust.
Oh, okay.
Put my life in your hand in life. My life,
What is
life,
this
life.
stuff on the cowl like? Why isn't this coming off?
It needs to be hand rubbed out. It's the soap that you spray on there so overspray won't get on it.
Oh. What about this here? Wow. Is this seriously rusting in there? Dude, hang on. Hard. Hang on.
Daren! Durwood!
Okay, just cut the end of these off.
Durwood.
Happy birthday to you, buddy.
Well, surprise, dude.
Happy birthday.
50's not old if you're a tree.
So Mark came in, he looked around, and he was not impressed by what we had done for him. Obviously, he was biting his tongue and being nice.
You like?
Whose idea was it?
Daren said you love surprises and parties.
I don't like him. I never liked him. I didn't even like him when I was a kid. I certainly don't like him at 50 years old. Did Daren make a suggestion to you to do it?
Yeah, and
Yeah.
he said that
Oh,
he's...
nice, Paul.
So the game is
that
still
he's
on,
throwing
right?
You like...
What are you, a little...
Yeah,
little
no,
Bob
dude,
the
you tried to
Buck
set her up.
So when all the smoke clears, guess what happens? Holly's sitting there feeling bad. You know, like she did something wrong. Well, she didn't do anything wrong. She just followed their lead. I like it because Holly tried to do what she thought
like
I
it.
would like.
You like it, good. I thought you'd like it.
What are you looking at me for?
You and I, however, are going to go to the Outback for steak.
In the end, he learned that it was all Daren's idea, and we're going out to steak.
I will meet you over there,
Okay, great.
maybe like 45 minutes.
Perfect.
Cool. Thank you. Thanks.
Is he leaving?
Looks that way, Daren. He's getting in his car and turning it on.
Oh, jeez. Look, we did all this for nothing.
What's up, man?
Hey. Hi, Holly.
Hi.
How are you?
Great. How are you?
Good.
I just wanted to let you know, I got off the phone with Mike Hill, and he is going to be flying out here as a gift from Holly and I to you. You know, we just want it to be a good birthday for you, and, you know, just have the
I
customer.
doubt very much you had a lot to do with it except delivering the good news to me, so I'll go to Holly.
Okay.
Did you have a conversation with Mike?
I did.
He's a nice guy, isn't he?
He's a great guy.
Holly had taken it upon herself to get in contact with the owner of the Superbird. So he's coming out?
The end of the week.
I know that he was doing that car with for his son. Either he gets that one or his son gets that one, but they have two Superbirds. And I was hoping they'd be able to get out and tell the story, so
Yep.
nice work.
Are you in a better mood now?
I'm as happy as I've ever been.
Good.
Happy birthday.
Thank you.
Yeah. Happy birthday, buddy. And we'll see you later.
At least that's something to be happy about.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, sir.
Holly,
Bye-bye.
Holly, you rock. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye. I used to bench over 400. I'm thinking I'll probably head that
I think
direction.
you're pretty close.
So it was a really good feeling to come away from all of that. Not only with two Superbirds.
68 Shelby GT 500. This is a convertible. Went over and documented it for him. That's what I do. I could tell it was an original car. There's your car. There they are. Hey, hey.
Hey,
Mike and Michael,
Nice to
how
meet
are
you.
ya?
Hey.
Nice to see you. It's really great having Mike and his son Michael come out today. They flew all the way across the country to meet us, talk about their car, share the story behind the Superbird, or Superbirds in this case. I know that we're going to be committed to making it look as perfect as one can look. I know for a fact that when it gets returned back to him, they're going to be a very happy household. So there's your baby.
nice.
I haven't even unpacked it. I put it on the hoist and raised it up out of everybody's way. I put the spoiler on it because that was obviously wedged inside at the time. But
Right.
I think Mike's story is an amazing story.
These cars, to me, were my ultimate muscle car.
Mike had wanted a Superbird from the time he was a little kid. There was an urban legend in town that a guy had one.
Whenever I would pass by this gentleman's house, from the road, you could just see the tips of the wings as you were coming by. It was one of those things that where I said, if I ever get a chance, I was gonna go over there and see if I could buy these cars.
However, the urban legend also said that the guy that owned the car was a lunatic who would sick his dog on you and kill you if you went up and so much as knocked on the door and asked about him. So Mike never did.
We decided to build a Daytona clone.
They got quite a ways on the Daytona. They got the rear body panel replaced on it from the 68 to the 69. They changed the side markers out.
So we get our parts together on the tail end of the car. Well, when it comes to the front end of the car, I have no idea how to hang this fiberglass nose on it. So I discussed it with a guy that I met at the post office. He's an old gearhead buddy of mine. He said, you know what? He said, why don't you go around to the guy's house and show him that you're actually working on a wing car by taking your parts, and you might have a chance of getting a look at his car.
And he did just that. He collected the few parts that he had questions about, got his son in the car, and they went over to the guy's house.
Sure enough, he met me at the door. He comes out the door and says, can I help you? I go around to the back of my truck and I quickly grab the fiberglass nose cone, hold it up to show him, hey, I've got parts here. And he says, what can I help you with?
After Mike explained to him it was a father-son project that they were working on together, I think that softened the blow to the old man, and he says, yeah, if you want to take some pictures, go take some pictures.
We get out of the truck, we start heading back to the woods, and as I look back in the woods, I see two Superbird wings, just as plain as day. Here you got the year 2007, and these cars are still in this guy's backyard, undiscovered, unrestored, just sitting there.
He spent some time with his camera taking all the necessary photos of the bottom side of the Superbird, figuring out how the pieces go together. While he was doing that, his son, Michael, was over visiting with the old man.
And he asked my son, he says, well, what else do you guys do? Well, I help my dad work on cars. We motocross ride together. And I mentioned, I said, you know, I teach my son the old school stuff. Little did I know that kind of struck a good feeling with the old guy.
I guess the guy that owned the cars really took a liking to Michael and to his dad and the idea that they were working on a project together. And I think they began to form a friendship out of that.
You know, when we went to the truck, I thanked him for his time. I reached across the dash and I got one of my business cards, and I also got a $10 bill that I had there in the ashtray, and I handed him both of them. And I said, hey, I want you to keep this. And he said, well, what's this for? I'm giving you that $10 so you don't throw away my business card, because I know these are your children, and I know that they're yours and you want to keep them. But if for any reason you ever decide you want to sell them, I know that you know what you have here, and I know what you have here. Those cars are very rare and they're worth a lot of money. I'll be willing to give you your price for them. And that's all I said. We didn't talk price. It was just, I'll give you your price for them.
So after a few months, out of the blue, Mike gets a phone call from the guy that owns the cars saying, are you still interested in these things?
Again, he met us at the front door, was happy to see us. He said, I've considered selling you these cars under two reasons. Number one, you don't take these cars and resell them. He says, because my second condition is, you guys being a father-son team, he says, I want to see you end up with one bird, and I want to see him end up with one bird.
Mike made the promise and kept the promise and ended up getting the cars from him.
To this day, he and I have come to be really good friends. He and Michael and I go riding motorcycles together, and we've developed a really good relationship. So it was a really good feeling to come away from all of that, not only with two Superbirds, but to know we've made a new friend here, and that he's gonna see his kids come back to life.
You know, stories like Mike's, these are the fabrics that make up our life. At least my life and the generation of the people that I hang out with and that I grew up with. I love that Graveyard Cars can go now and tell these stories and bring to life other people's history and other people's memories. I'm honored to be a part of this project. I was talking to Mike, I'm gonna get back at the gym. He gave me a few pointers on it. He's obviously done it for many, many years and is good at it. I suspect in about 6 months, you'll probably see a new Mark Worman. So you probably notice when you look at Mike, he's a professional bodybuilder, that there's a lot of similarities. We were just talking a little bit earlier about some different tricks at the gym, how he used to bench over 400. I'm thinking I'll probably head that
I think
direction.
you're pretty close. Mark's on this weightlifting thing now. I don't know how far that's gonna go. It's probably gonna go as far as it did before. We had a guy named here, Mark Kane, who was a fighter. Mark was all gonna fight everybody then. So we'll see how this weightlifting stuff goes, bodybuilding stuff.
At my age, in my 40s now, I doubt very much that I'm gonna be
40 said bye-bye last
bench pressing 400 pounds at my age. So my guess is if I could like pump, like Mike, you were saying you'd do Like if you went to the gym, you'd go for reps versus
Nowadays, and like you're right about the 40-something. That's when the joints start hurting, your knees, your elbows. Back in the day, when I was youthful and full of vigor, 400 pounds, I could do 400 pounds. Nowadays, if I walk in the gym and put 225 on the bench press and do 8 strict reps, 4 sets of that, that's plenty.
Oh, that's
for
way
you and
plenty.
I.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
That will develop, it'll still build muscle just like you need.
Yeah, absolutely. Always probably my least favorite part of it is you kind of forge these little friendships and you don't want to say goodbye, you want to say, hey, let's go hang out, but they got to go home. So we shook hands and sent them off to hit the plane for the big East Coast. Next time I see you, my friend, we will have a white Superbird ready to drive back to South Carolina.
Nice.
I will be cut and chiseled like you.
I am
close
counting
to
on
it.
it.
I will.
I'm counting on it.
You're going to hold me to it, right?
You betcha.
Well, I am looking forward to it. All right, guys.
Thank you.
See you later.
All right.
Bye. He was just saying, was you wondering what he was saying right there? You didn't hear it. He was saying that I'm a perfect specimen for bodybuilding, so, and I kind of know that from my earlier days. He was saying meatballs like you can't do much, and he said bald people, they can't lift, and so. That was really a good birthday present. I appreciate it very much.
Where your balloons all go?
Same place you're gonna go in a few minutes. I threw
Where's that?
everything away, man.
The garbage?
I don't like any of it.
You what?
I don't like any of it.
I got you something. When you met Mike Hill, I know you and him had a lot in common. We're talking about working out and getting in shape, so I got you membership to a gym.
That's a picture you took the other day.
Yeah. Thanks, buddy. Why? You
Is
don't
that
like
a
it?
real membership?
Yeah, real membership. It's platinum.
God, I look cute. Did you have the guys make me look fatter
No.
to motivate me? I already feel bad enough.
Go
It's not a
ahead.
terrible picture. I look like I probably lift weights in that anyway.
You look like a weightlifter to me.
I think that's a nice gesture. I would have picked a better picture. I mean, girls look at that a lot.
Yeah.
But that's good. I need that. You're not saying
Well-
I'm fat, right?
No, but I thought you might be able to get your shirts cheaper if you don't have to get them from Omar the tent maker from now on.
Okay. Thanks, I guess.
You're welcome. See ya. From the tent maker. Oh, that was good, Darren.
Yeah. I think overall we didn't have too terrible of a week. We did get the front suspension built out for the AAR CUDA, which is really good because now we can get the rear suspension built out, and when the car comes out of body and paint, we'll be ready to set it down and start doing the final assembly. So,
Mean when you sent me out to look for the parts you already had.
do you listen to yourself? Do you know what we have to endure?
No.
And I think on the downside of things, you managed to burn up a lot of time preparing for a party that I didn't want, that everybody knew I didn't want, and you were totally doing it for the sole purpose of making Holly look bad.
So I killed 2 birds with 1 stone.
High five.
Made Holly look bad and got to you.
Another thing is you barely got off the hook on the VIN numbers for the Superbird. It was actually Josh who read off the mistake. So all you did was copied it down.
I just wrote it like you said it.
You did fine. So you're off the hook on that one, but barely off the hook on that one.
So what good is Josh?
Josh is absolutely worthless. It was nice having Mike Hill come out with his son. Very respectful. I really like that Southern type of respect that they have. It was nice talking with him and hearing the stories about the Superbirds. I think those Superbirds are a fantastic story. That was another score for Holly. Holly, 10,
Why would she
Daren,
have-
0. She put the whole thing together. But I would like to take a moment to thank you for the gym membership. Even though I think you were just trying to make a fat joke, it's gonna backfire on you. Because Mike Hill and I had some chats about working out, pumping iron. He's gonna kind of give me some tips, and I don't need them, but I mean, he's gonna give them to me anyway, and I'm gonna start getting in shape.
I heard when you went in and they weighed you when you went in, that the scale said 1 at a time, please.